Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. So in today's episode, I'm going to be seeing what actually might happen if we increase or decrease the mass of the sun. Now, these results will actually have profound impacts on the simulation itself and Earth as well. So, because of the hardware limitations of my computer, please refer to this giant Earth in the top right-hand corner of the screen that you're seeing, as that will be what we are going to look at. Alright, so now we are going to see what would happen if we actually increase the mass of the sun. We're going to start with a very, very small adjustment. We're going to only increase it by 10%. And as such, because we're going to be displaying several different results, I'm going to try to speed through these a little bit more. So now, what will happen if the sun is 10% more massive? Probably not a very huge effect at first, but it's going to get significantly hotter over time. See, it's only going up by hours, like 3 hours per second, and it's already increasing at a rapid rate. This is the average global temperature, and it's increasing pretty fast. This is way faster than any sort of global warming, and this would definitely be noticeable within a couple days. Actually, I believe after only a couple minutes, scientists on Earth will start noticing something's up, because maybe they're looking at the sun and some of them actually go blind because of the increased luminosity. So yeah, it's 80% brighter. Yeah, that's basically the same effect as the sun skipping ahead by about 1 billion years in its lifespan. By then, the sun would actually be burning that much brighter, and it would be more massive and larger. So it's 24% larger. So the sun is a very hot boy. Very hot, very sexy. So now we're increasing it to about 12 hours per second. Weather patterns are still normal. Earth is at a manageable temperature. Although after maybe a couple of years, it's going to become unbearable. So now we're increasing it to about a month per second. Or no, sorry, 3 days per second, or not even close to a month per second. Now, if we look at the Earth's orbit, it's actually decreasing its distance from the sun. So, as the sun has gotten brighter, the distance between the Earth and the sun has actually closed significantly. It's already about 17 or 18%. And now it looks like the orbit is a little lopsided. It's a little bit of an egg shape. So at its furthest distance, it actually is sitting at about a normal distance from the sun that you would usually expect. So it looks like it's still increasing though. It's burning about 80% brighter. We give it a couple years, it's going to start getting really fucking hot. So like right now, it's been about 2 years since this happened, and basically the whole world's a desert. Please refer to the Earth in the top right hand corner. I'm scrolling through different perspectives. Yeah, this is basically upside down land now. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, we're not in Australia. That's not how the world looks to us. God, okay, so you could see the deserts receding in the United States, like see it happening, which is pretty depressing. Anyone who's living in the south or southeast is probably dead if they didn't escape, or living in a desert, a barren desert. So we're going to increase it a little faster. And it looks like it finally peaked out. So I guess the biggest results from the Earth, or not the Earth, sorry, the sun getting 10% more massive is really just the desert's increase. I mean, they claimed much of the Earth and ocean levels probably receded pretty rapidly from evaporation. And it looks like it is getting a little brighter each year, so... Oh yeah, okay, it's definitely increasing per year. I didn't notice that. So if we give it enough time... Oh, never mind. I was wrong. So it looks like it's averaging between 65 degrees Celsius and... Oh, God, yeah. Okay, you could actually see as the time is going, I guess just throughout the seasons, you could see the forests in Canada kind of battling with the desert on a year-to-year basis. Yeah, it's definitely weird. This is definitely a weird existence they find themselves in. Most of humanity's probably dead. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, time for the big one. Now we are going to see what happens if the sun is 50% more massive. So all we have to do is increase the mass by 50%. And holy crap, this is definitely going to have a huge effect on Earth. It's going to be way more extreme than the last one, I can imagine. Just because I increase it 50%, wow, in mass, it's only 1% larger. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay. Luminosity, God, it's 650% brighter. So that's Earth is gonna burn very fast. So let's just see that happen live. So if you go to motion, you'll notice that the orbital period has changed to 6 months, so it's already decreased by half, and its semi-major axis is 75% of an AU. So let's go ahead and run the simulation. We're running at about 2 days a second. By now, scientists already know what's going on. They're probably not very optimistic about the future of Earth. In fact, I think it would be kind of hard to notice if the sun was 600% brighter. You would definitely be able to tell. You would basically go blind if you try to look at the sun. So driving has probably ceased to exist or only happens at night, just because it would be an extreme hazard to do during the day, especially at this point. Oh god, yeah, I think we were kind of talking too much and ignored the most important part. All of Earth is now a massive desert. Like, that's it. For some reason, the polar ice caps still exist for some reason. Oh well, just blame Universe Sandbox physics. Oh wow, there's a new ocean in I don't know what this is. There's a new ocean in Eurasia. It looks like a very salty and low elevation sea. Probably one of the last bastions of life. Yeah, this is definitely not optimistic. Everything is probably already burned. Okay, yeah, it's still increasing. So let's give it a couple of more years. Oh, never mind. It looks like it's topped off at oh wow, that's a major difference throughout the year. So it goes down to about, oh, it's still increasing on a year-to-year basis. So we give it enough time, I believe. It may increase even further. No, never mind. It's topped off. So the highest that it gets is when it's closest to the sun, and it gets at about 530 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not. It's amazing. Okay, yeah, the polar ice caps are basically gone. They're shrinking. Yeah, I see them shrinking. Now they're completely gone. So it's been about 16 years, almost 2 decades since then. Wow, is that the green I see? No, it can't be. No, definitely not. It's impossible. Look how much the coastlines have receded. Holy shit. So give it a... Wow. It's only been 100 years, and most of Earth is gone. And the oceans are evaporating, so there's now a giant salty plain at the basin of where the ocean used to be. It's still up to about 500 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not enough for the Earth or the rock to actually start melting, but the average temperature on Earth is probably like the inside of an oven. A pretty hot one too. So good enough time, and sure enough, the ocean's... Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, I don't know why that happened, but for some reason a new ocean just spawned at the North Pole. And the South Pole, there's still a little bit of water. That's probably the last bastions of any life. It's probably a pretty shallow ocean. Might be a way to actually see what that is. Has it lost mass? No, it's still the same. Equilibrium. Oh wow, I just noticed this, but the sun is actually burning like white now. So the days on Earth, yeah, it would be extremely bright. Has it increased in luminosity? No. But it has jumped about 3,000 degrees Kelvin. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright everyone, so dramatic music aside, now I'm going to see what would happen if we increased it by, was it 100%? Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and double the mass of the sun. And oh my god, instant effects on Earth's orbit, as expected. It's already increasing in temperature. So the sun is only, wow, 1%, again, 1%. But it's 1,000% brighter, so we're gonna see what happens. Probably a predictable outcome, but I want to see if it'll happen within like a couple days. So it's increasing already to a very uncomfortable temperature. The global temperature is almost, or the average is almost 1,000, or not 1,000, my bad. Yeah, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So it has been 1 month, and at this point, Earth's orbit is way less. Orbital period is only 4 months. And by the time, during the time we were talking, at least when I was explaining this pointless nonsense, the Earth has already lost all green, all vegetation. Not a single bit left. Even Greenland's a desert, which I don't really understand how the surrounding areas would, maybe just the jet stream or the Gulf Stream, I don't know. Weather patterns still exist in this strange alternate Earth. Yeah, this is definitely not what I expected. I don't know if you can hear my sarcasm there. I'm being very sarcastic. This is pretty much what I expected to happen, but now it's just getting insanely hot. Okay, not much to talk about here other than the fact the coastlines are receding much quicker. Oh, it's already been 10 years, so never mind. This is actually a pretty decent rate of change. And just like the last result, there is still an ocean that just fluctuates in size very rapidly. It's like the final cries of Earth before its oceans evaporate forever. Okay, so at this point, Earth is getting so hot that throughout some points throughout the year, it's actually glowing. It's glowing hot, but the ocean still exists at the poles. It's been 300 years, and while I believe some life might exist at the North Pole, maybe the South Pole, definitely not along the equator because that's where it's most hot. And the sun, yet again, is burning white, almost blue. That is very unsettling. So let's move on to the most drastic one of all. Alright, now time to see what would happen if the sun was 1,000 times more massive. I say 1,000 because if it was 100% more massive, then the mass would just be 2 sun masses. But if it's 1,000%, because 100% of the sun's mass is just 1 mass of the sun. So let's just increase it by 10, which would be 1,000 times more massive. At this point, I think the effects are going to be absolutely insane. I think it's going to be very rapid, and we're going to have to slow down the simulation because the orbital period is going to decrease down to days. Yeah. Maybe we could increase it a little bit faster. But it looks like the temperature is already increasing at a stunning rate. And maybe the Earth is going to reach its Roche limit whenever it passes by the sun at its closest point of the orbit. So the luminosity, I think, is broken now. I changed the mass to be 10 times. Doesn't look like it had any increase on the luminosity this time. Maybe we'll increase it manually. Yeah, there we go. Okay, God, yeah, now it's increasing fast. This is, we're going to go to real time, see what it looks like real time. This is way faster than real time, so not much is going to happen at first. You're going to notice very quickly, yep, its orbital period is only 1 month. So as soon as it starts passing closer to the sun, it's going to lose plant life, most plant life. Wow, very rapid change. So when it's closer to the sun, its temperature increases by over 30 times. And yep, within 1 year, oh God. So our Earth is actually struggling to finish its orbit. Looks like it's actually predicted to get closer over time. And now at this point, after only 3 years, the Earth has this eerie red glow in the Pacific Ocean region. Which, if you couldn't have guessed it, is very bad for Earth's health. And I believe after a couple years at this point, there is going to be no Earth. After continual passes this close to the sun, it's going to get very hot. Yeah. We're in the thousands of degrees Fahrenheit now. We're reaching in the thousands. So for some reason, the polar ice cap still fucking exists. I don't know why. Yeah, okay. This is pretty much what I expected. Now, the Earth is taking a very long time to actually lose its oceans, which means, at least in my opinion, that it's gotten a little buggy. It's only been 6 years since the simulation started. Oh god, yeah, we gotta slow down. Because after several orbits, probably hundreds of orbits with the sun, it's reaching its limit. Okay, yeah, seizure alert. Oh god. I just want to see how it looks when it's at its closest point to the sun. I hope it doesn't lag too much. I'm sorry if it does, guys. I can't really tell while I'm recording this. But as you can tell, its semi-major axis is only... No, wait, that's right. Paracenter distance. Okay, shortest distance between the orbiting body and planet, or parent body. 5% of an AU. That is extremely close. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so for the final one that I wanted to show you today, what would happen if the Earth, or not the Earth, sorry, the Sun increased in mass by 100,000%? This is what it's going to look like. Actually, I think 1,000%. No, this would be 100,000, I believe. This is going to be a little crazy. I think it's going to basically explode when I do this. Oh god, no, it did not explode. It did something much worse for the Earth. Planet flying into sun. Yeah, okay, I love that description. So, I guess we're going to be going out with a bang here. Oh god, did it crash? Did I just crash the game? I think I did. Oh well. Okay, we have a problem here, ladies and gentlemen. It seems that when I increase the sun by 100,000%, yeah, that is not very good. Wow, wait, what? Schwarzschild radius? Is there a black hole now? I think there's a black hole, guys. Oh, it's probably because it didn't increase in radius very much. So it reached the Schwarzschild radius, which caused the Earth to go supernova. Now this is incredibly bright. And I don't even think I can see the Earth. Oh yeah, I can. Here it is. So basically, let's see what happens because we increased the Earth's mass by, or not the Earth, sorry, the Sun's mass by 100,000%, 1,000 times. It went supernova, so let's see what that would look like for Earth in real time. Because supernovas are so freaking hot, it's probably, yeah, luminosity, it doesn't say temperature, probably insane temperature though, considering the brightness of this event. Where'd Earth go? There it is, it's very tiny. Probably very laggy what I just did, sorry folks. So now we're going to scroll out, like I probably should have in the beginning, and we're going to see how it looks for Earth in real time. Okay, the temperature is increasing very rapidly. Is that supposed to happen? Oh god. Oh god. The side that's actually facing the supernova that just occurred is absolutely incinerated. But the other side seems to be just fine. Is it really happening that fast? And if so, okay, yeah, there goes the atmosphere. Yeah, the oceans are gone. But for some reason, vegetation has not absolutely ignited. Oh, God, okay. Oh, okay. Bye, Earth. That was unexpected. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. It's been recording long enough. If y'all enjoyed this video and you want to see more like these, make sure to let me know by hitting that like, subscribe button down below because it really helped me out and really helped motivate me to create more content for you all in the long run. Other than that, I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for watching.